Lewis, thank you for joining us. After another positive weekend, we head to Colchester tomorrow night. How's the preparation been for that one?
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously, we've coming into the game full of confidence from the last three. A little bit of me just trying to brush up on a few details with the group because, like I said, I think I keep saying it and I sound like a broken record. As good as it's been, that still doesn't mean that there's a demand from me about trying to get clean sheets. And listen, just trying to make the games at the end of the games, make it a little bit more safe and secure. But like I say, listen, I can't question the boys' intensity, the way that they've gone about things, and how impressed I've been with them just in the turnaround.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of your focus is making sure the lads, don't get carried away with it. But I can imagine, after the week we had, 3 wins from 3, I can imagine the training ground was absolutely buzzing Monday morning.
Yeah, until I sort of came in and just spoke about sort of the goals that we gave up. But like I say, tomorrow's going to be a really tough test. And obviously, I think we just changed places in the league on Saturday. So obviously they're going to be vying to try and get that back. So it's going to be big for us and massive that we make sure that we approach it no different to how we approached Mansfield on Saturday.
Yeah, you touched on it there. Obviously, Colchester, we sort of leapfrogged them in the table on Saturday. They're going to be raring to go, aren't they? We know sort of what challenge we're going to get from, they've also got a new manager. We know what they're going to bring to the table tomorrow night. Yeah,
definitely. I've watched the last couple of their games back and they're not far away. I think that they've got a really good manager in Matt Bloomfield, who's obviously just a bit like myself, just cutting his teeth and just starting off. And listen, I wish them very well, but obviously not tomorrow night. Obviously they got Tom Dallison that used to be here, that was a fantastic servant for the club, and obviously they got Kwesi on loan from here as well. But apart from that, they've got really, really good players in other areas, dangerous players, especially in the forward positions. And then they've got really experienced players that brought in as well. So listen, it's going to be a really tough test, and one that we're very much looking forward to, but one that we know that we've got to be on our game and we've got to match them at home.
Yeah, our 4th match in a week. Games are coming thick and fast, but then I suppose when you're winning games, that's all you want, isn't it? You just want them to keep coming and try and keep that winning streak carrying on.
Yeah, definitely. I think you ask any footballer in any team, they don't really want to train, they just want to play matches. It's that thing of wanting to entertain, and at the minute we have been really entertaining going forward and scoring a lot. I think we've scored 10 in the last 3, but on the flip side of that, we know that we've conceded too many, so it's one that we definitely have to get a handle on. But like I say, it's going to be a really tough test tomorrow night, but we're going there full of confidence and fingers crossed we can start the game as well as we started both halves at the weekend.
I'm sure it's something you've noticed, during your time as a coach here, but on Saturday the lads showed great adaptability. Obviously at one stage after we brought George on, we had Jake Hess playing right back after he was running the midfield in the first half. But how impressed have you been with just how the lads have adapted over the last couple of games when we have had to make changes?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's more of a positive sort of spin on the group themselves. Like I keep alluding to it, but the group are fantastic. Their mentality, the way that they approach the game. I think they've just wanted to prove and show everyone in the last couple of games how good they can be, and I think they've proved that in the results. But like I have to reiterate to them, it's just about consistency now. They've set their mark. They've gone on Saturday and played against up there one of the best teams in the league and come away with a result when we were right up against it. And like I said after the game, we've probably one of the smallest back fours in the league, but we've stood up against it, and that's going to be no different tomorrow. You've got to look at the good players that they've got and the sort of threats that they're going to prove to us. But as long as we play to our game and keep playing to our strengths, then we'll be okay.
On a personal note, how much have you enjoyed the last 3 games? Obviously, the results have gone our way, but in terms of just yourself personally, how have you found it?
Yeah, brilliant. I think it's something I said to the players before the game. There's no place I'd rather be at the minute. I'm just enjoying it. Obviously, winning helps, but just being out there on the training pitch with the lads and building that team spirit, building that camaraderie between the staff and the players, and trying to build that bond back with our fans. Listen, it's brilliant to hear them obviously singing and enjoying, and the happy faces going home on a Saturday. But long may that continue, and fingers crossed I get the opportunity to keep pushing the club forward in what I see as could be a really, really enjoyable period coming forward.
Yeah, you're just taking it sort of step by step at the moment. Obviously, games are coming thick and fast. There's not a lot of time to think, other than preparing for a game, is there?
No, definitely not. Listen, I've got some really good people around me, and all the staff that have stepped up. Obviously, Tony Craig, obviously, it was. I've asked him to be my assistant in this period, and hopefully for the foreseeable. Then obviously you've got Darren Byfield, you've got Jason Moriarty, you've got Paul Watson, you've got Luke O'Reilly. I could carry on. You know, they've been fantastic, and they've been able to just settle things down. At the minute it's going well, but that's not to say that. Listen, football always throws a little spanner in, and I felt like Saturday we was able to ride out that storm when we did concede the two in quick succession. That we sort of held firm, saw it out to half time, adjusted a few little things at half time, and then we came back out and put on another really good, resolute performance, and hopefully that's what the fans want to see. And like I say, they've been fantastic with me ever since I joined the club, but even more so in this last little period, and hopefully we can send them home from an away game, which is going to be a tough test, with the same sort of happiness and hopefully 3 points.
Thank you, Lewis.